In this video, we'll be learning about the division algorithm of polynomials. If we have a polynomial px and another polynomial gx where this gx is not equal to 0, then we can express this as the polynomial px equals to gx into qx plus rx. In a simpler form, we can express this as px as the dividend, gx is the divisor, qx as the quotient, and rx as the remainder. So, dividend is equals to divisor into quotient plus remainder. We always need to take care that gx, the degree of gx, the second polynomial, will be either less than the degree of px or equal to the degree of px. A divisor cannot have the degree more than the dividend. So, we'll take some examples and we'll learn how to divide. For example, we have px as 2x squared plus 3x plus 1 and gx as x plus 2. We clearly see that px is of degree 2 and gx is of degree 1. So this is the divisor and this is the dividend. So usually we divide polynomials like this. So the divisor has to be outside this symbol and the dividend has to be under the symbol. So the first step that we need to take care is the coefficient of x square, and we always need to divide the term having the highest power. So in this case 2x square has the highest power, and in the divisor we need to look into the term having the highest power. In this case x has the highest power. So in this we have 2. So first and foremost we write 2, so that when we multiply this and this we get at least the coefficient 2. Now if I just multiply 2 and x, for example, if I multiply 2 and x, I get 2x. But here in the dividend portion we have x squared. So in order to get x squared, I must multiply x with another x. So here in the quotient part I need to put x also. So x into 2x gives us 2x squared. So we have to have x here. So 2x into x is 2x squared. Now if you just multiply this number with the first part only, it will be incomplete. So what we need to do is we need to multiply this number with the second portion or the second term of the divisor. So we have here the second term 2 into 2x. So 2 times 2 is 4 and we have a single x, so this x comes here. So this 2x comes, we get 4x. We get 4x. But what about the symbol addition, subtraction, multiplication or division in between? So what we must understand here is 2x is a positive number. We have here also positive, and we know that positive multiplied by a positive term we get a positive term. After that we need to subtract. In division we always subtract, we don't add. So this is a positive number, so we are subtracting. This is a positive number, we are subtracting. So we have 2 minus 2, that becomes 0. So we simply can do this symbol or that is cancel each other. And now in the second term we have plus 3x and we have minus 4x after the subtraction, not before the subtraction. This symbol is before the subtraction. So 3x minus 4x, we know that when they have different signs they subtract. So 4 minus 3 is 1 and we have x plus 1. But then if we just do this, there is a mistake here. That is, whenever we are subtracting numbers, we always need to take the symbol or the sign of the greater number. In this case we have 3 less number, 4 larger number than 3. So 4 has a negative sign, so we take negative sign here. Now when we get a negative sign after subtracting the remainder portion, we always need to put this negative here. But if we have a negative here, then we need to put positive here. So since it is positive, so we put negative here. Since here is negative, so negative. Now I need to get x only. So we have already x here. So x times something gives us x. So that x times something is nothing but the identity, that is 1. So we have now, this is the first step. So this is the second step. We have minus 1 into x as minus 1x, or simply minus x. So we have minus 1x. Now the second term, as we did in the first step, we need to multiply minus 1 with the second term. So we have minus 1 into 2, and this is positive. And we always know that minus times plus is minus, and 1 into 2 is 2. So we get minus 2. Now again we subtract them. So we have a negative number here. So when we subtract, minus times minus becomes plus, or simply we can write the opposite of whatever is here. So this also is minus, the opposite of minus is plus. So we get a minus 1x, we get a plus 1x. Whenever they have opposite sign, we subtract, and their coefficients are equal, so they become 0. But now here we have a plus 1. After subtracting we have plus 2. So 1 plus 2 becomes 3. So after this we cannot further divide it, because here the remainder has the smallest power than the divisor. Divisor has power 1, this has power 0. So now we end our division here. So we can write this as quotient as 2x minus 1 and the remainder as 3. So this is our answer.